Here we are again with the lovely Mandy McLean. She's gonna take us through a balanced body weight workout sequence. We're gonna start with a very difficult movement. It's called a windmill. She's gonna basically adopt a bit more of a squat there, Mandy. Get into a bit more, there we go. A nice, stable, compacted position. Her hip is really loaded. And she's gonna go through this windmill. She's rotating from her torso, rotating those hands. Good. See, notice how the chest moves, the whole torso moves, and she's really just trying to maintain that really unstable base of support she's got in that one foot, a really compromised position, and to be moving on that is very difficult. And you'll find yourself putting your hands down yourself. Good, let's switch feet, Mandy. So back into the windmill, she's switching feet, really grabbing the floor with that foot, and really loading this hip. Go ahead and bend that knee a little bit. There, that's a really loaded, compacted, strong position, stable position. Rotating that trunk, the torso, trying to move the torso almost more than the arms, so that the arms move through space because the torso is moving them through space. And that's totally fine. There's gonna be times, plenty of times, where you have to put your hand down while you integrate this pattern. That's the windmill. From the windmill position, I'm gonna get her up into an overhead, long anatomical position. She's gonna step, break, and go into a lateral side bend. Very good. And then she's gonna step back to neutral, back through it, out wide, big, wide side bend. Trying to fight this tendency, which we all are gonna have, which is that the top shoulder is gonna wanna rotate towards you guys. We wanna keep it in one plane. One more, Mandy. Step, break, side bend. From this, we're gonna go into what I'm gonna call a downward dog push-up. It's a bit of a mobilizing push-up. So, Mandy's gonna get that stance. She's gonna get a nice long stretch through her hamstrings and her calves. She's gonna drive back down into a neutral position, hips all the way to the ground, back up, through, onto those, really stretching this low leg, the whole hamstring, getting a really long extended position through this downward dog position. It's traditionally associated with yoga. It's a yoga pose, an active yoga pose. Again, big, long arms, long torso, long legs, and driving those hips towards the ground, never going beyond a comfortable range of motion. Mandy is very flexible. She has really good quality motion and movement. So she can accommodate this big range of motion, the hips towards the ground. Look at her shoulders, her head. That is a downward dog. That is the end of this balanced body weight workout sequence, which we want to do a total of 3 times. So twice more through it.